Your wish is my command. Hi guys, this is Dungeon Jin here, and today we'll be looking at Dungeon Dice Monsters. Now this is my favourite game at the moment, and I've been playing it non-stop for about 2 weeks. And yeah, so you can see here, I'm just looking at a selection from the English starter set that's available. And yeah, let's go straight into it here, and of course you can't have Dungeon Dice Monsters without the dice. So there's 4 levels. We've got the green, the blue, the red and the yellow, and each has a symbol on it. And these symbols correspond to the summoning you can do. And we have the trap symbols and attack symbols, movement symbols, and yeah, our star quests are the summoning symbols. And basically these allow you to summon your monsters that are different ranks. You see rank 1 being the weakest, and there's a defense quest there. Rank 1 being the weakest, with rank 4 being the strongest. Okay, and you can see the little ×2 symbol there. That just means you get 2 of it when you roll those dice. And there's our little quest counters there, or abacuses. And basically what these do is these allows you to keep track of everything that you roll in game, except for the summoning quests, which don't stack, but everything else does. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty here, and these are our monsters. And you always start with a monster lord. This is you in the game. And yeah, basically your monster lord is like your life points, if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! You each have 3 life points, and yeah, when they go, you lose the game. There's not much to it, right, but here's some of the better monsters. You've got Vorse Raider. There's the figure there. Quite nicely detailed, actually. And yeah, basically, you can see he's got our name up there. Great looking 3D picture. It's level, which corresponds to the dice. You can see just there again, level 1 means you roll the 1 dice if you want to summon it. They all have abilities as well, special effects. Let me just try and focus that in. There we go. And you've got his life points, its attack and defense. Next is Gearfried, but that's actually a Buster Blader's figure, so I do apologise. But yeah, here we go. We have Gearfried the Iron Knight. And finally, one of my personal favourites is Thunderball. Great for those long stretches of dungeon path that you create. But yeah, he's a level 3, and you can see here he's got a magic ability and name and track. This is our next set here, and that's Gearfried the Iron Knight's figure there, on top of the Buster Blader card. There he is. I do apologise again. And you can see here 3D picture effect, Strike Ninja, another personal favourite of mine, and yeah, effect and card. And finally, Knight of Twin Swords, and he's a fantastic model. It's great to get him in the starter set. And basically here you can see I've kept these cards sleeved because they are a bit flimsy, and it's always good just to have them in protection. Right, now these are our dungeon paths, and these allow you to attack your opponent's monster lord. Basically, when you summon a monster, you summon it on the star there, and you build your path towards your opponent's monster lord. And your monsters walk along this path, and yeah, and go to attack. And you can see here they come in all different shapes. Basically, these are all, if you imagine a dice laid flat out, all the different shapes that you could make. And there's our map here. And basically, the dungeon is a big square grid, as you can see. And you lay the dice out in the game, and you can see we've got it's quite big. So in a starter set, you're looking at here is this smaller square, and this is what you should play in the basic games. And these 2 are where our monster lords go. But if you're playing a bigger game, your monster lords start here. Now these are under the advanced rules. And I wouldn't recommend playing that until you're a bit familiar with it. And here we go. This is a complete game setup, and you can just see the dungeon path stretching out here across our map, and hopefully it just gives you a good insight into what you're actually looking for in a game. And you can see our filled up abacus here with our quests. And yeah, so basically what we're looking at here is a completed game. You see those tokens there on here? These represent the damage that I've taken and your cards out there. So the object of the game is to create a path and attack your opponent's heart points or life points. And you see your monsters move along each square. It costs 1 movement to mind that. It costs 1 movement to move 1 square. And then you get to attack, and eventually you want to make your way to your opponent's monster lord right there to attack. And yeah, it's a really good game. And please, I'm trying to start a website at the moment, and if you're just interested, just follow the link at the bottom of the page and join up. And yeah, you can see here every monster has abilities. Now our Strike Ninja has a trap ability there, and our Thunderball has a magic ability. And basically what these mean is that it's not as simple as simply walking up and donking your opponent's monster. Instead, you've got to contend with traps, magic, abilities, a whole range of things that really make this game stand out on itself without having to rely on the Yu-Gi-Oh title. And yeah, you can just see some fantastic looking figures. It looks great set up. It's really, really quick. It's not complicated at all. So please don't be put off by what other people say in videos. And I'd just like to say thank you for watching. And please subscribe, like, do what you want. Thank you very much.